We're at Impact Economy 2015. I'm here with Stephanie Rearick, and we're reporting back on the last session. Maybe you could take a moment to describe the session.
Yes, this session was a breakout session where we dived more deeply into this mess. What this is today we mapped out the different projects that are represented in the room, a snapshot of what the strength and focus is of each, but then assets and needs for each project, and then sort of drew lines of similarity and difference between the projects, and then made matches between certain assets and needs to show how we could support each other on a very concrete level. Then the breakout session was to follow up on that and figure out how to operationalize that. So I'm calling it acting on the mapping. So what we did first was go into what are the things that we think we need in order to operationalize this. So one is interactive platform for accessing information, exchanging resources, ideas, communication platform, evaluation, how we can identify byproducts of projects and feed them back into sort of the value cycle. Community engagement, building our resource base, monetizing projects when appropriate. And so there's more here. I'm not obviously not going to go into all of it, but then we cataloged what, so this is like the meta asset and need map, sort of like what assets and needs we have in order to make this all flow. So some of the things we have already: platform for accessing information, exchanging resources. We have the main man mutual aid network, which does that. We have a suggestion to create a meta organization on Ethereum. For evaluation, we have a lot of tools for measurement and for learning best practices there. We have citizens media for communication platform. We have Tammy to help us make podcasts and learn how to make podcasts on our own. A lot of different things. Kendra, which could help us develop revenue sharing covenants in the Village Lab. So a lot of different things, and then the red are our next steps in making these things happen. So we have some immediate next steps. We will make podcasts this week. Tammy will make a podcast about how to make effective podcasts so we can get our stories out. I'm inviting people to join the main mutual aid network and post offers and needs there. We're going to take a look at the citizens media platform and how it would work for us, and we're going to post all of this stuff online on MetaMap so you can access it digitally. And then an immediate next step too is Warren is going to really help with this. We are going to identify some of the matches that were made up here and bug people to actually follow through on them. And then we're going to track that also in the MetaMap, because we need to show how this stuff works and test it and play with it ourselves. So I think we have some really solid next steps. I didn't say them all because there's too much, so you'll have to get it from this mess.
Great. Well, thank you so much for your work and pulling it together, and everyone who participated.
Thank you.
This is Impact Economy 2015.